Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
As you can see, I've got Dave and Mark on helping us out tonight with the Eddie Stabart.
Yep.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're that close at the finishing.
Yeah. So, I've got all the magazines that you requested, Danno. 103 to 106, is that right?
Yeah, obviously with 106, with the wire, with the pipes and all that, because some of my pipes from the last lot, I need to work out and sort out. We have to wait to be done.
No worries.
We do what we can in that issue we'll get to it, because I think there's a few little bits that you can still work on.
No worries. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I completely understand that one. Definitely. Yeah. Them pipes are horrendous in places. Absolutely horrendous. So yeah, your dad explained to us yesterday what you're going to do there. So basically, yeah, Danno's going to look at his model a bit later on. So when the pressure's all off him, we're going to get the main bit of it built, and then he's going to re-look at it later on when nobody's looking at him. So which is a good thing really, because there's a lot of pressure from outside bodies that are looking at him and everything while he's getting it done. So yeah, brilliant.
Okay, do you want to go through this chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so first in, I've got Gillian Dots with good evening, Danno, Dave, and everyone in chat. So,
hey, Gillian.
Hey, man.
And then we've got Darth DMC, who says, evening, everyone. Good luck, Danno, especially on 106.
Hey, Darth.
Hey, Darth.
Hi, Darth. Next, we've got Horlix saying, evening all. Good luck with your build, Danno. Have fun with it, with a smiley face. So, hi, Horlix.
Hi, Horlix.
And then Gillian is saying, good evening to Horlix. Gillian's saying, good evening to Mark. So, evening, Gillian. And then we've got Dave Matt Build says, good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Danno. Have a great show. And evening to Mark and Sir Dave. So, evening, Dave Matt.
Hi, Dave Matt.
And then Dave Matt says, evening, Gillian, Darth, and Horlicks. And Gillian says, good evening to Dave Mac. And we've got Lee and Phil Road layout in the loft saying hi, everyone. So, hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
And that's chat for now.
Okay. Right. So, we'll go cameras down then. And we'll go solo camera on Danno. And then we'll see where we're going up to. So this is issue 103 then, Danno.
Yep.
And you're going to need your cab.
Yep, that's over here, one side.
Right. So this should be pretty straightforward, but if you saw me doing Christine's the other night, it wasn't straightforward because the wires were in the wrong place, so I had to move the wires, which was quite a difficult thing to do. But anyway, we'll find out where your wires are and everything, and see what we can do. So, and again, you can do that off camera if necessary, if the wires are in a silly place. But we'll have a look. So if you want to get your cab, turn it upside down, put some protector on. Oh, you've got a protector mat there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Turn it upside down, and we'll have it facing like away from you, like the front away from you, if you turn it upside down.
So there, like that.
Yeah, perfect, like that. So you'll be working on the left-hand side of the cab.
This side.
Yeah, your left. Yeah, your left. Even though it says the right front mudguard.
Yeah, it's obviously when you turn it over.
Yeah, it will be on your left. Okay, so parts then. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts and 2 lots of screws. We've got a right front mudguard.
Which is not there.
We've got a right tilting handle.
Which is not there.
We've got a lens and a mount for the indicator.
Which is in here.
Yeah. And then we've got 2 lots of screws. We've got DP07 screws.
Which are them there?
Yeah, and DD03 screws.
Which are them there?
Okay, so the DP screws go into plastic.
Yeah.
So we've got all the parts. So now we've got your cab. And the first thing it's asking you to do then, Danno, on the left-hand side there, 1401, is to take the cab assembly from issue 87, identify the two rectangle holes, 1401 and 1402 circles. Now there,
the cab around and just so these are down here.
That's them there, yeah, that's correct. So what it's asking you to do then is to take the LED. So 8306, it's labeled 04, and it's if you put the bulb through the hole,
This bulb
yeah, from the back, and you put it through the hole facing towards you. So that's the bulb through, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do for now then. So, and then step 3, we move onto the handle, onto the tilting handle. Now, I called it a love handle when I was doing it on my issue and with Christine's issue. So, I think that's what I'll refer to it as, a love handle. So, and the love handle goes on the nearest one to you, and then onto the plastic, and you'll see how it sits.
Like that.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I believe that's how it goes. Yeah. So you will need a DD03 screw to screw it into the top metal one, and then a DP07 screw to screw into the bottom black one. Okay, so having said all that, then we'll get Mark to bring up the chat again.
Yeah, no problem. So Horlix says hi, Gillian and Dave. Mark. Horlix also says hi to Lee. Horlix also says hi to Darth. And we've got Lindsay's Builds in, saying evening everyone. Evening, Lindsay.
Hey,
Hi, Lindsay. Hope you're feeling better, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope his voice is feeling better.
Yep.
And then we've got Dave Mack saying evening to Lindsay.
Okay, while Danno's doing that, I'm just going to explain about my voice a little bit. Not my voice, but my pronunciation of things. I was actually playing with the dog and the cat earlier, and on the floor, like as you do. And we was playing around on the floor, and the dog suddenly came up and his head hit me under the chin, and which made my mouth close, which made me bite my tongue. So I have got a really sore tongue. It did bleed for a little bit as well. So yeah, I was a bit worried for a minute. So anyway, lesson learned. Shouldn't be playing with the dog and the cat on the floor. Okay, have you got that then, Danno?
Yep.
Okay, so that's up to step 5 done then on that first page. So turn over the page. And now you're going to be fitting the mudguard on step 6. And you fit it against the side of the cab assembly. And what happens is there, Danno, you put them underneath them lugs and bring it up.
Like that.
So, yeah, like that. Absolutely perfect, like that. So the holes line up with the holes at the side of the cab there. So, and you will fix that in place with 2 DP07 screws, so 2 plastic screws. And you might just have to line it up properly. Okay, so there's some more chat while Danno's doing that, Mark.
Yeah. So next in is Sprue and Glue saying, never mind the chat, get on with the build. And then, oh no, it's that one. Dave Matt Build says, hi, Sprue. Sprue and Glue says, hi all. Hi, Sprue.
Hi, Sprue.
Gillian Dot says, evening, Sprue and Glue. Spruce says, was you hungry?
No, I was playing.
And Lindsay's build says, hi, Dave, Mac, Sprue and Glue.
Was I hungry? No, I did have something soft for my tea though, because my tongue is sore. Right then, Danno. Okay.
So that's that.
That's fastened to the mudguard, so that's step 7 done then. So now we're on to step 1 of fitting the indicator. Now, this indicator, the orange part of the indicator, Danno, has a mottled side and a smooth side. We might not be able to see it on your camera, but you should be able to see it through your... One side will be mottled and one side will be smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. The smooth side wants to go inwards and the mottled side wants to be facing upwards. Now, I did this on my desk, not on a soft surface, and I squashed it in. I squashed the top part in on the bottom part because it's just a press fit connection. So what I did, I put the orange bit down and then I put the bit over it and I pushed it on top.
Yeah.
So it slid into it, if you know what I mean.
There we go. That's right.
Okay, is it nice in nicely? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's turn the page then of this magazine and we're on to step 2. And step 2 says you have to put the bulb through the hole in the wing. So put the bulb through first in the hole and poke it out the other side. Okay, and then you have to put the bulb in the bulb holder.
Yep.
Okay, and press it right in, and then you have to press the whole unit, including the LED, into the...
there you go. Good. Clips in.
Okay, yeah. And you might just have to make sure that the front part of your mudguard sits into the top there properly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just make sure these are tight. Yep, everything.
Okay, don't forget they're plastic.
There we go. Yep.
Okay, are you happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, well that's issue 103 done, completed. Well done.
Let's put that to one side while opening this packet.
Yeah, you're going to have to open this packet. Now, this is exactly the same as what we've done, but on the other side. But also in this issue, Danno, you do an awful lot more. You're going to need your chassis. You're going to need your rear wheels. You're going to need your rear wheel arches for the build a bit later on. So just to get you of what bits you need. Okay. So this issue, you'll notice that there's some extra screws in here, and they're DD08s.
Yep.
Them DD08s are to what's happening with my computer? Don't know. It's about to time out for some reason. Right. Them DD08s are for screwing your wheels onto your axles. Okay. So you won't be needing them just yet until you get this other side indicator done. So we've got the same parts as what we had on the other side then, Danno. So we've got a wheel arch. We've got a love handle. Cab handle, another way. Tilting handle. We've got an indicator and a lamp holder. Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got 3 lots of screws. We've got DD03s, DP07s, and DD08s.
Yep.
Okay, right. So same as before, then, Danno. You put the mudguard. Sorry, the love handle on first. No, sorry, the
Light bulb.
the light bulb, and this time it's 03.
Yep. So there we go.
Okay. So you've popped 03 bulb through, have you?
Yep.
Okay, so that's got 1, 2, and 3 more or less sorted. Your love handle will be next, and you need a DD03 in the metal bit at the top, and a DP07 in the plastic bit at the bottom.
Well, I'm not going to open those because obviously we've got a spare one from the last lot. We're going to
Yeah,
open it here, and that was for the top.
yeah, good lad. That's what I do. That's what I do. And then I don't have millions of bags of half-open screws everywhere. So, well, I'm tired. Should think so.
So that's the first one in.
Oh God, my tongue's so.
So no saying any long words tonight then.
Oh, could do without saying any words. I wish I'd taken up the ventriloquist lessons, you know. Oh dear. Right. Where was we? So you've got your love handling then, Danno. So
Yep.
the next thing then is the wing, the mudguard.
Yep.
And you pop that underneath them 2 green ones, and you pop it in place with 2 DP07s. Yeah, the thing is, I haven't got that many real teeth left, and what real teeth I have are very sharp.
Same here.
Okay, well, Danno, so the next thing you've got to do then is the indicator. You've got to put them 2 bits together once you've got them screws in. And again, exactly the same as you did before, the mottled bit out facing outwards and the smooth bit facing inwards.
There we go.
Okay, pushing nicely this one, did it?
Yep.
And you push your bulb through the hole.
Yep.
And then you would push your bulb into the bulb holder and then push the whole lot into the wing.
There we go.
Okay. That's it, nice and
that.
tight. Yeah,
Yep.
job good. Okay. So that is that bit done. So now you're going to need your chassis, Danno. You can put your cab away now for the time being.
Just put these screws back in the bag for now.
Yeah, because you're going to need some of them in a minute.
Yep.
Because you've still got some DP07s, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to need them in a minute. So you're going to need your chassis and you're going to need your rear mud guards.
So get this in first. There we go. I've got me 2 Mudguards.
Okay. Right. first of all, I want you to check that you've got the little bits on the outsides of the mudguards holding them in, because we have one missing on Christine's build. So just look on the outside of the mudguard where the black rim is.
Yep.
You'll see them little pins that hold the pins in right on the end, on the edge. Them, yes.
These big long ones.
Yeah. Are the pins on the end of them on the outside facing bits? They are, aren't they? I think they are. Okay, watch they don't come off. Okay, also bring that up to the camera again, because them tabs need to be facing sideways. So let's see, somewhere sideways like that. If you have a look at the other side, and then if you, that's this side of the chassis, we'll do this one first.
Right.
So yeah, the one that's nearest to you. So if you look on your chassis, Danno, you'll see what I mean about getting them right, because they'll pop into like grooves, and they're only going one way. So that's why I've asked you to twist them a little bit, so you can work out exactly how they fit into the side of the chassis there. Might pay to get something to put under your chassis as well, or have your chassis on its side, perhaps. It's entirely up to you.
That's what I was just thinking. I've got I've got some bricks, bit of wood here. That might work.
Yeah.
Like a bit of.
Yeah. So if you
I
want to,
need a jack.
yeah, you do. Yeah. There's a strong lad. He's lifting the back end of that wagon. Look.
I might just do it.
And then, as I said, just make sure they seat into them holes properly, which is a little bit fiddly, because you've got to try and line it up.
It's going to have to go on the side by the looks of it, because it's getting in.
Yeah, then you've got to tip it over to put the screws in the back of them. So, but yeah, that's a good idea if you can.
I've got what? There we go. Got it lined up now.
Okay, so you need a DP07 screw in each one from the other side of the chassis.
And these are going to metal.
No, they're going into plastic.
Yeah.
DP07s are going into plastic. That's it, from the back side of them. So they'll go through the chassis and into the plastic bracket.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do.
I put that one in. I just get another one. And then I can.
Just got to make sure that it's seated in that little hole properly before you put the screw in.
Yeah.
And if you make sure that the end doesn't come off that rod, then you'll be all right. Oh dear. Is it going down?
Yes, that's no.
No. It really is fiddly lining it up and getting it into the into the grooved hole.
Oh, to see.
So while Danno's doing this, I'm actually thinking about moving mine along as well sometime very soon. I've got another 6 issues to do. So I've got, I think what was this the last issue I did? Yeah, I think it was, because I actually painted my mud flaps matte black on mine, so that they was, you know, more in keeping with the real thing, if you like. So some black mud flaps. So that's what I did on mine after I did this issue.
Oh, I go for my glasses to put the lights on, and they're dead. You can tell my dad's been using them.
Oh, right.
What lights are they?
These ones.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, the ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to put them back. I need to put them on charge.
No, other ones. A little bit more chat there, Mark.
Yeah, just one from Horlix saying watching an iPad while making spag bowl.
Oh, spag bol.
Just be careful in that kitchen, Horlix.
Don't go dropping nothing on your tours.
No.
Don't want any more accidents.
There's a pipe everywhere, that.
There's a pipe in the way, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can just move that pipe out. I don't know where it's supposed to. There we go, that'd be better. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so DPO7 in there then. A little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. Horlick says yes, Mark. LOL. And Horlick says cooking, then flipping pepper.
And don't forget your Henderson's relish.
There we go, that one's in.
Okay, well done, Danno. Okay, so next thing we have to do then is turn it round and do the other side identically to what you've just done.
I'm just going to get this screw there, get that ready.
Are we making you sweat?
Yeah. Oh, that went in straight in.
Jolly good. Okay. Nice and steady. Plenty of time.
And then Horlick says, got that too, Dave.
Ah, jolly good.
That one's in.
I want a plaster for my tongue. Can you help? Wonder what it would be like if we had a plaster stuck to our tongue. We'd be, wouldn't we?
I think we'd be bad ripping it off.
It would.
Sorry about the angle. I'm trying to.
It's all right, Danno. You have to do what you have to do.
There you go. They're both on.
Well done. Right. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you to get your both back wheels for your wagon. And the inside of your back wheels, you'll see that they are different from your trailer wheels. The trailer wheels in the center are real smooth and small, but the ones for the back of the tractor unit are rough and big. And you'll see where.
Or for the tractor.
Okay, yeah, that's the one for the tractor unit. Yes. So you want the other one, the other one as well. That's correct, Danno. Yeah, you've got them both correct. Now, while you're there, check that they're both nice and tight. In other words, there's no movement in between both wheels. There's no movement.
Nope. And
is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's that. So you're going to need, goodness me, yeah, you're going to need 2 DD08 screws, if I can talk. And before we do anything screwing them together, I also want to look at the other side of them wheels as well, because you need the little brake drums in. You've got them correct. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, look in the center, in the very center of the wheel, Danno. You might have to hold it up to the light or something, but you'll see that there's a little cutout right in the very center of the wheel where it fixes to the axle. That's got to line up with what's on the axle.
Do I take this middle bit out?
No, you've got to leave the middle bit in, but that's got to line up with what's on the axle on the wagon.
Right, so it doesn't matter what side I'm working on because they both fit on both sides.
They both should be identical. It's just that they have to both line up with the axle. And if you tilt it on its side, you'll be able to see on the end of the axle there when you've put that straight. Yeah, that's got to sit right on the end of the axle. There's like a little shape, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like a circle and it's got 2 little lengths at the top and bottom, like
and
that.
And you've got to line them 2 up to fit them on correctly.
Feel that went on nicely there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So then you need a DD8 screw.
Yep, and I need me
and some oil.
Nope, that's not touching anything.
If it's not touching anything, then you haven't got it lined up properly.
Nope. Just felt like it went on.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see. That's got to go back in, and then you've got to line the wheel up on it.
Nope.
Try Horlix's trick. That's placing the wheel on and then just rotating the wheel around until it clicks in.
They turn it.
Yeah.
Slowly.
There we go.
Yep.
That's Horlix's trick. I used that and it worked brilliantly.
And there we go. Screws in.
There we go. Thank you, Horlix.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay. So you haven't quite finished that yet because you've actually got an end cap that you can put on there. So if you wish, you can put your end cap on now once you've tightened your screw in. And it'll only fit one way, Danno. There's like a little groove that sits into as well.
Yeah, I'm just working out this.
And again, they're both the same.
Unless I've got this the wrong way around. Because this is not seeming to fit.
Let's have a look at your end cap. The other side. Oh yeah, it looks like the right one.
I'll try this one.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It's in.
Yeah, there'll be just a certain way that it actually pops in. Actually,
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we need to turn the whole thing over again and do identical to that side what we just done. You've got to come off again. It's a nuisance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to take your cap off, won't you?
I've just got a little bit of chat that says Darth DMC says the hubcaps are really tight for these wheels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Horlix says, I thought everyone did that, LOL. Well, I do, but when I do it, I always think, well, Horlix was the one that explained it on YouTube, so I would say it's a Horlix trick of fitting a wheel.
There we go.
And then Horlix says it's a good trick. It is.
Yeah.
And there's the hubcap on.
Well done. So that's that issue then complete, Danno. So you've done work on the cab and work on the chassis. Now then, we are now onto new ground. I have not seen this issue done at all. I know your dad's done it, and he's made a YouTube of it, but I've not seen it yet. I've seen his DRD allotments today, but I haven't seen his Stabart. So there are several things on here that I think that you're going to have to tell me what you can and can't do, but we'll come to that as we come to it, Danno.
Yeah.
If you want to do some of the things off screen, that's okay. And that's quite understandable given everybody's different ways of going about things. So it's not too bad.
So this is
we will.
Yeah, I think this one, it was the next issue that I was kind of a bit thinking about the piping and all that, but I'm not sure if it's piping in this one.
Yeah.
But we'll have a look.
Yeah. Well, this is 105, and there's quite a few fiddly bits among this, but hopefully we'll be able to sort out the majority of it. So I'm going to let you get into your parts. I'm going to have a drink. Oh, anybody got a new tongue? Blimey.
I think the body shop has them.
I bet the dog's tongue is fine.
Oh, his tongue's fine because he hit me with the top end of his head under my chin.
That dog really doesn't know his own size.
No, he's absolutely fine. In fact, he's fast asleep because he's worn out because we've been playing all afternoon. And I've been going, oh my God, my tongue.
Wait, the little piece there, I don't want to lose that bit.
Okay, yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces in this issue, Danno. So, if you want, we'll go through it bit by bit.
Yeah.
So this is issue 105, and it's the tie bar and other details. The tie bar is fitted, and the front wheels and the doors are fixed in place. Goodness me! So yes, this is a big issue. Okay, so 105.01 is electrical cable mounting plate. Now, which will be that red square plate. Yeah. 105.02 is the blind spot mirror bracket.
Which I believe is that there.
Yeah, that's the one. 105.03 is a cable one.
Which is
No.
one of these.
Yes, sorry. 105.03 cable one.
Yep.
It's one of them curly wires, yeah. 105.04 is another one. 105.05 is another one. So 3 of them.
So I reckon that's 5. Because I've just looked at the smallest one.
Yeah.
It's between these two, which one is 3 and 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Oh, hopefully we will, yes. 105.06 is the blind spot mirror.
Is that's just that?
It is a mirror. Okay, and 105.07. 105.07 is the blind spot mirror mount.
That's that.
And 105.08 is the anti-swing bar brackets ×2. So that's the red brackets.
Oh, the red bracket.
Oh.
No, yeah, must give us 10. Oh.
No, I'm on 8.
Yeah. It's just the way these have done it.
It is, yeah, that's the way they do it.
Yeah.
So 2 red brackets, yeah.
Put the same 2 there.
Okay. And then 105.09 is the tie bar. That's the big one. Yep.
No.
105.10 is the bushes ×4 on a frame.
That's that.
Yep. 105.11 is 5 extension cables labelled 08, 09, 10, 11 and 12.
Yep.
Yep. And you've got then screws. Now you've got a lot of screws. You've got 6 lots of screws, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
So you've got DDO3s.
Cool.
There's 2 of them.
Well, yep.
DDO6s.
Yep.
There's 3 of them. DDO5s, and there's 5 of them.
Yep.
DD10, and there's 13 of them.
Yeah, they look dead small.
DPO1, and there's 2 of them.
Yep.
And DD8, and there's 3 of them.
Yep.
God, Bennett. Right.
Let's get rid of everything we don't need and just keep the stuff that we do. So let's go.
Yeah, first of all, we're looking at the tie bar by the looks of things.
Right, so that's this part here.
Yeah, and the red.
Screws do we need so I can keep the screws out?
DD06.
Right. And there's 3. There's 6 there. So I can put the rest to one side and make a bit of room for myself.
Yeah, because you're going to need your chassis.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of chat, Mark.
Yeah. So Darth DMC says the brackets for the sway bar. I couldn't get the screws in all the way. Don't think the holes were cut deep enough.
All right.
Screw and Glue says, "Oi, have you tried a salt wash for your tongue?"
No, not yet. I think I might have to. Okay, Danno, you're going to need that turning upside down.
Now, remember, my dad saying something about, I think it was this issue, that he snapped apart because he tried to get it in too tight. So he said, just tighten it till it grips and then don't tighten it anymore because if you tighten it too much, it could snap.
Yes. I do believe his axle came off, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so the sway bar brackets is what you're going to need first, I believe, which is them little red brackets.
Mm.
And they're going to go over that sway bar that's up near the front there. Yeah, they're going to go over that side and then the other side. And you're going to pop them in with some DD06 screws. So I think that's into metal, so possibly
Oil.
some oil, yeah. And might be a good idea to try and support it with your fingers while you're screwing the screws in as well.
Yeah.
A little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. We've got Peter Webster in saying hi, Danno, Dave, S, and Mark. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
And then we've got Gillian Dot saying hi to Peter.
Yeah, good evening to you, Peter.
That doesn't.
Or DD06 screws.
DD06, yes. Oh, hang on. Is that right?
These are flanged.
No, that's not the right ones, Danno. Sorry about that. Just a minute. My mistake. Sorry about that, mate. So we need some DD05s.
Yeah,
Just
nice.
double check this. Yeah, DD05s.
Like it's smallest.
So we need the steering bar on really fast, but we'll go for that. It doesn't matter which way it goes. DD05s and a bit of oil.
Right, that's gripped.
Okay.
That one's in.
Okay.
Put in.
Steady as you go. You're all right. A little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. Peter Webster says hi, Gillian, Darth, Alex, Dave, Mac, Lindsay, and Sprue. Dave Mac says hi to Peter. Peter says, I broke one of those tiny screws in the sway bar clamps. I had the same issue as Darth.
Okay.
And Horlix says, doing great, Danno.
He is doing great.
Yeah. Oh, just one come in from Horlix saying hi to Peter.
Right, there we go. There we go.
Right. Okay. So we're going back to the tie bar now then. That's the long one. And the long one will go at each end of the wheels for the steering. And that's the one that you need the DD06 screws for. So one on each end.
Like that. But this one, there we go. So like that.
Yeah, and this is where you will need your fingers underneath it, Danno, to support it while you're pressing down on the screw, because I think this is where your dad so you plenty of pressure underneath it to press down on so it doesn't move. Otherwise the axle could come off its mounting.
Right, I can't get that any further down than that.
Okay, yeah, don't force it anymore. Go on to the next one.
There we go.
Okay, well done, Matt. Okay, so
but
yeah, well you can always tighten it up a bit later on, can't you?
yeah.
So that's them 2 stages done now. So now moving on to fitting the front wheels, Danno, which is a really good step. Okay. Excuse me. Just have a quick look here. Yeah, so we're going to need both front wheels and the caps and some DD8 screws. So 2 DD8 screws. So, and I think on your wheels, Danno, you'll need the brake drums as well, the plastic brake drums that go in the inside of the wheels. Yeah, that's the ones that's on the inside, I think. Just let me have a look at that one again, Danno. Yeah, and the other one. They both look the same, do they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so position the chassis so that you can access the right front wheel fixture, which extends through the brake backing plate, and you may find it easy to position the assembly on its side. You will also need the right wheel assembly from issue 61 with the brake drum. Yes, which we've got. So pop that on like you did before.
Yep.
And then you'll need a DD8 screw in the center with some oil. There is a little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah, there is. So Lord Peter Webster says, I will be sending you and Chris a parcel out early next week, Dave S. Little something to cheer you both up. So if you get a rectangular parcel, it's possibly off me, Dave S.
Well, thank you very much, Peter. Thank you ever so much. You shouldn't do, really. Thank you ever so much.
And then Peter also says, my steering bar screws wouldn't tighten fully.
Okay.
One wheel on.
Okay, so turn it around then, Danno, and do the other wheel exactly the same.
I'm going to just do something where I've got to I'm going to tape this box down.
Oh, the battery box.
Yeah. Because every time I'm moving, it's falling off.
It's really is very, very fragile build, isn't it? With lots of little pieces that can break off, fall off, or
yes,
it's got a lot of detail.
Reminds me of the roster. You just have to look at that and something falls off.
Okay then, Danno. So we are on step 3 or 4. Step 4 of so similarly fit the wheel assembly. The main parts were supplied in issue 3. The brake drum 6108 was fitted in issue 61. Fit the wheel onto the wheel fixture, which extends through the wheel back in plate 6107. And this is absolutely crazy for a build, because we're now issue 105 before we get the wheels on.
Yeah. The wheels are on.
Okay, so you need both hubcaps now for the front wheels. So they're like round domed ones, little round domed.
Which are
That, yeah. And you fit them in the similar way to the back ones. They've got little magnets on.
magnetic, really.
Yeah.
There we go there, in.
Okay, well done. So that's the wheels on. Okay, so we're now moving on to fitting the blind spot mirror. So,
Yeah, so let's get rid of this for now. So we'll get
yeah, you can move your chassis for now when we need your cab back again. And your doors.
Don't know if you noticed, Danno, it's just a pipe that's fallen onto your mat.
Yeah. This is what me and bits of paper are falling off, and so I can't. So the next issue where it is pipework, I can't work on it.
No.
Because obviously the papers are falling off, and I don't know how the papers go. So I'm just going to leave that and maybe start going to work it out. We'll maybe obviously not even bother putting the papers on because you're not going to see it's going to be covered up anyways, and obviously lift it up and show people. But
yeah, that's okay. That's obviously your model, and you can choose to do that. And I don't blame you in one iota at all, Danno, because it's very, very fiddly.
Yeah.
Very, very fiddly. So right, just before we go on, then there's a bit more chat, and then we'll crack on.
Yeah, let's get a twig.
Okay, yeah. Peter Webster says you are both most welcome, Dave S.
Thank you ever so much, Peter.
And then Peter says it's a terrible backstreet box cover design.
Yes.
And then Peter says, you ain't kidding, Matt. Takes longer to relocate fallen parts than it does doing the build. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Darth DMC says the blindside mirror was awkward to assemble, fiddly.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay then, Danno. So we're now fitting the blind spot mirror. And step 1 says, remove the mirror from the backing and stick it to the mirror mount.
This isn't. That's right away. There we go.
Okay, well done. So that's in there. So step 2 says identify the fixing point for the mirror bracket, and on the back of the mirror mount, note the interlocking shapes.
Yep. The key lock type thing. Which does it just push it and then you screw it?
With the bracket fitted to the mount, fixed in place with a DPO1 screw. So you put a DPO1 screw in the back there, into the back end of the...
Another small screw.
Yeah, a DPO1. Tiny weeny screws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've had a bit more chat. Spoon Glue says, hi, Lord Peter. Peter says, yes, Darth, mine was way too big for the mount. Had to trim it with a blade.
Uh-huh.
Peter says, hi, Dave, Sprue. And Sprue says, hope you're doing okay, Peter.
Okay, well, that very tiny screw goes into the back, Danno, which I gather you've gathered.
Yeah, just off camera because obviously it pushes on there and it doesn't help when you screw it in at times.
Yes, I understand.
So there we go.
Okay, let me just have a look at that then, and let's see if you've got it with the angle of the bracket pointing down, haven't you? Yeah, that's right. So you're going to need your passenger door now, and there is 2 holes at the top of the passenger door, I believe.
Yep.
It says identify the 2 small fixing holes circled for the blind spot mirror at the top of the passenger door.
Yeah.
Okay. And it says apply a little glue to the pegs on the bracket and fix the mirror in place at the top of the passenger door as shown. Okay, so a little tiny bit of super glue or something, and be careful not to get it on your glass, of course. And it fits to the outside of the door. And this is the blind spot mirror so that the driver can look across from where he's driving the truck and he can actually see down that door side of the wagon. So hence removing a blind spot. So it's a mirror can see this blind spot in.
It's not fitting. It's not sticking. Okay. I think I've got it. No. Yeah. Let's leave that there to dry.
Okay. So while you're leaving that there to dry, I will have some chat brought up. Yeah.
Just going to say, did they have a mirror for a bald spot? Because I could do with one of them. Peter Webster says, I'm okay, bud. Be happy when I've got my new roof on my hobby room so I can build my layout table finally.
Wow.
And Spoon Glue says, awesome.
Yeah.
Not awesome, but it's going to cost a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant when it's done, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So the next step then, Danno, is you need your cab and you need the door you've just been working on.
Yeah.
You're going to fit the hinges to the side of the cab there. So if you want to move that just out the way a minute, and then we'll have your cab.
So working on this side.
Yeah, you're working on the passenger side.
And it's the same door that I've just used.
Yeah, the same door. So if you want to line it up and line your hinges up, there should be screw holes that line up on the hinges. And the door should fit something like
that.
Okay. Do the holes line up something like?
Yep.
Okay, so position the passenger door, which you've done, in the opening on the left side of the cab. Check that the screw holes in the hinges align with the screw sockets in the cab, and fix each screw hinge in place with 3 DD10 screws.
Right.
But it says do not over tighten the screws. So yeah, do not over tighten the screws.
These are good. So I need a bit of oil on these.
Yeah, because they'll be going into metal then.
Peter Webster says 1,800 for the roof replaced.
Oh my God. That's dedication for you right there, though, building. That's going to be an awesome build there.
Mm. And there you go. 20 by 12 feet.
Wow. That is going to be awesome.
Two down. Four to go.
Yeah, there's three screws in each hinge, isn't there?
So what I'm doing, I put the middle 2 in first, then I have to go to the top. So then it's on.
Yeah, centralized it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Peter says we'll be adding another 12 by 10 feet to the end soon.
Oh my goodness me. How are they going in, Danno? They're going in all right.
Yeah. There we'll go. Doesn't seem to open, like. Oh, there we go.
Real. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so you have to turn the whole thing over and do the other side, but you're going to have to be very careful of your wing mirror and your door. So it might pay to turn the cab on its back, maybe. Yeah, and try and fit it that way. or on its if it's stood upright. Yeah, depends on what on which way you want to build it. Obviously, there's no blind spot mirror on this side because obviously the driver can just look down and sees blind spot.
I think.
Oh,
Can you see that?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to try fitting the hinges first? Man your mirrors on the other side.
Yeah,
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because that doesn't seem that should be there. Unless I've got these hinges the wrong way around. So we just try to drop that into place. And there we go. That doesn't pass there. Unless I go in like that.
I think it'll fit into they're called the door germ.
Yeah.
Do you think the hinges might be the wrong way around?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, because when I put the door on, the hinge, there's a big gap.
Right. And the hinges don't go into does the pointed bit, the hinges look as though they're
There.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see exactly. Yes. Yeah, they are the wrong way around, I know. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you'll have to try and disassemble that a little if you can.
Just might have to wait. I don't know.
I think you screwed all them details on the door, didn't you? All them little bits.
Oh, the handles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did all them get screwed on?
No, these didn't get screwed on. These were just push fitted. I think. These were that's screwed on. That's screwed on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that handle's screwed on. It's
Yeah.
this part that we need to get to.
Yeah.
dark
No,
out.
That it'll. But I'm scared to pull it
Yeah.
off.
I think you might have to look back in your magazines, Danno, for that door
Yeah.
to find out how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
hang on. Peter Webster says you need to take the silver plate and middle panel off to get to the screws underneath.
that's
Silver
right.
plate, which is the kick plate at the bottom.
Yes. Because that just clicked in, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. And he's
A little flat screwdriver or something, a little pick or something to pull that out with.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking was finding something that might go. No. Nope.
Yeah, you'll have to get, as Peter said, the little silver plate's got to come off first.
I do that off screen and get my dad doing maybe help us take them off.
Okay.
I'm trying to find something to hand at the moment. I can't seem to find anything.
Okay, that's fair comment, Danno. No problem at all. Right, so with that then, Danno, if you're going to do that off screen, that is the finish of this part of the magazine. So when we do the next ones, the next series of magazines, you'll have to show your cab again with the door on, and let us know that you've got it on okay. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how far you want to go on issue 106.
Well, that's what I'm just looking at, because we've got the first page is the putting that piece on from the last issue.
Right.
That up. And then you're screwing that in. Which we've got the screws for that. And then it's the wiring again. It's all the pipework.
Right. So do you think you can do all them little black pipes, or?
Yeah, I think I'd leave it there for now. And we can, like I say, I'll get my dad to help me with these bits here that needs.
Yeah, okay then. So you want to leave it as it is for now then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next issue is all wiring.
Yeah.
I'd say. So that, and then obviously with the door, trying to find a bit to get that off with the cord.
Yeah, I'm fully with you on that one, Donna. Yeah, I certainly am. Right, so, wow, this has been quite a build tonight. Yes, there's them. It doesn't say that about putting them in issue 105
or 6.
Because we've done all the other bits and pieces for issue 105. But it might, will it say 106? I don't know.
No, I just went through with nothing.
No, it doesn't look as though there's electrical connection, does it? No. So, goodness me. That was an epic build, Danno. Absolutely epic build. Wow. Yeah, I think it's, if you want to bring up the chat, Mark, then things will make a bit of sense.
Okay, so Horlix says, so as you're a sci-fi fan, Danno, are you going to store a TARDIS in the back like it's been found and re-delivered to the Doctor?
Yeah, he wants a 112 TARDIS, doesn't he, to go in the back of the wagon? Yeah.
I could be getting down out to the set.
Gillian says, well done to all and a big thumbs up. Thank you for helping him.
You're welcome, Gillian.
Welcome.
No problem.
Peter Webster says they go in issue 107.
Yeah.
Dave Matt Build says, great work, Danno. You've done really well and a great stream, and well done to Sir Dave and Mark. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Peter Webster says, cab fitted and test lights in 107.
Oh, jolly good.
And Sprue says, very nice work.
Thank you, Sprue.
Yeah, just looking at that now, it's really kind of made the pop up those wheels on, bringing it.
Yeah.
Closer.
I wonder how much it weighs now then, that Danno, because that will weigh quite a bit, because it's obviously most of it's dark ass metal. So,
but what I don't know, because obviously with the Roadmaster, you've got little wheel support to bring the wheels off the ground.
Yeah.
Is that because obviously it's a heavier vehicle?
Well, the Rootmaster actually weighs about 12 kilograms, yeah. So it's very, very heavy. And I think the screws, from what I remember, the screws in the center of the wheels there are a little bit thinner than what them are. So there's a lot of weight on them little tiny screws, and these models aren't meant to be played with,
No.
pulled backwards and forwards, because the wheels will soon come off. They'll undo themselves. So it's just a standard display model, really, with lights and what have you. So it's my son sending me some bits. So yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a heavy model without a shadow of a doubt. But I don't think it's going to be as heavy as the Routemaster.
No.
But it's quite possible we might get some chocks or something. I've not seen anywhere on the chassis that you can stand it on some blocks, but there's no reason why we can't make our own blocks or something.
Yeah. I don't think it needs it, really.
Not if it's just a standing model, no.
Yeah.
And one of the problems we'll have, me and Christine, is that we want to show our models, you see, so we'll be taking them, out of their cabinets or whatever they're on, out of their shelves or whatever, and we'll be taking them to shows, standing on the table and what have you. So, yeah, we'll be moving them constantly, but we won't be booling them, And we've managed with the Routemaster so far, we don't have to bool them, and nothing's moved on them yet. So, okay, there's a bit more chat then, Mark.
Yep. Okay. Pete Webster says, not as heavy as the trailer.
Yeah.
Horlix says, oh, are they not? I push my Routemaster around the house every night. Peter Webster says, LOL, Alex, why not? Horlix says, only jesting, LOL. Bruce says, can't you get it to start, Horlix?
Oh, yes, we'll push it.
Horlix says, LOL, Sprue.
Well, I was going to take my appear of the traffic.
Yeah, I'll go ghost hunting with the XO1,
With the Nina on the top.
Why not?
Oh, dear. Right then, so I think that's about all covered then, Danno.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we got next then? Well, on the schedule, according to the schedule, it is at Horlix tomorrow night then, doing the camper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that'll be at 7 o'clock. So join Horlix on his VW camper tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And then 7 o'clock, I do believe, on Saturday night is the Bedford show. We're starting up the Bedford show again on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we've got Mark is live with the Pipework show on Sunday. And there could be one or two things from me. Depends on how I get on with my tongue. It's not very good talking, I can tell you. With a bit taken out of it, goodness me. Bit more chat then, Mark.
Yeah, just Peter Webster saying, come on, show. Saying good night, all. Give Chris a big hug from me. And also, Sprue and Glue says, night, all. TY. Thank you. And thank you.
Night. Right. Yeah, and I will do, Peter. Thank you ever so much. So, yeah, I've not heard anything from the doctors or the hospital again today. So even though I rang them yesterday, and we was hoping that we would get a quicker appointment, and so frustrating. So, and there's just nothing we can do apart from wait, and she needs a specialist operation. So, yeah. So we're keeping her as comfortable as possible, and it's, finding something that she can eat that's not too difficult to digest and what have you. So anyway, so it's all up to you now then, Danno.
Who wants to say the goodbyes first?
I will. I'll go first. So, good night from me. Thanks for having me on tonight, Danno. It's been real good fun. Real good laugh as well. And I'll be live Sunday, so I'll see you all then.
Okay, well, I'll say my good nights and goodbyes. Thank you ever so much for joining Danno tonight and all the help and encouragement you've been showing him tonight, and all the fun that we've had helping him along the way. And as Danno says, it's his modelling. He'll do quite a bit of it off stream, like some of us do. I mean, I'm not 100% builder on stream. I can't cope with the stress of it all, and with you all looking and watching. Look, he's done that wrong. So I do bits off stream as well. So I understand where he's coming from there. Anyway, okay, so good night from me. Take care, and we'll see you all again. And please leave a nice good thumbs up for Danno, and we'll see you all again soon. So good night from me.
Do you want to get that last bit from Horlix?
Yeah, just from Horlix says, yes, night all, been a great show. Take care, and I really hope you can get seen as soon as possible, Chris. That's your chat.
Yeah, like everybody said, we did a good show. I will do the little bit off stream and show the next time. And like we said, starting to really come together after collecting parts for weeks. So it is not long now until it comes to an end. Next year. So really coming fast now. When we branded. So I haven't got any shows planned at the moment. But just keep an eye out when I'm next up. Obviously you've got the Titanic. I'm not sure what about the Titanic at the moment, if it's going out on Tuesday or skipping a week or what. There's only two. It's not that much to do with it all. But just keep an eye out. We'll let you know. Until then, night all.
Take care, everybody. Good night now.
Bye.